You know, nothing is more frustrating than for air travelers than finding out that the schlub in the seat next to you paid half what you did for the flight. Patrick Surrey here to help us. His website, hopper.com. Very easy, very intuitive. You got dates, you got city you're leaving from, city you're headed to, and you can find out if you're getting a good deal.
Exactly. That's why we set the site up. We hear a lot of frustration from consumers that, you know, you spend hours online and look at dozens of sites and you're trying to figure out prices, but it's a big mystery. So what we're trying to do is watch billions of prices every day, and we do the homework for you. We crunch the numbers and tell you, you know, when you should go, how much you should pay, even maybe a different place you could fly.
Right. Let's take a quick look at what we're going to go, where we're going to try first.
Right. So we were looking at Labor Day deals. So the popular places from Dallas are places like Las Vegas, Denver, and what we said is, where could you get a deal, right?
Yeah.
So you could, you know, jump on the site, you can look at our Flight Explorer, we can jump over there and say, you know, I want to travel around Labor Day weekend from Dallas, where could I get to? So you can still find great deals to places like New Orleans, to Tampa, Denver, for cheap money, right?
Okay.
If you really want to save some money, you should travel the next weekend.
After Labor Day, things change.
Right. As soon as all the kids are back in school, prices are down 10, 15, 20%, so you can save big money.
And at this point, you're just doing airfares. You're talking about expanding it beyond that, though.
Right. We think there's, again, a lot of frustration in figuring out what the prices are for hotels and cars. So
let's take a look at some of the other things you found for us when you were lurking your website today.
Exactly. So we thought, well, what are the deals you can get if you're traveling a little later in the fall? Yeah. It's never too early to start planning for Thanksgiving or Christmas. There's some great sales that have just started. So we said, you know, where can we get to in Europe? This fall? There's some amazing prices. You can get over to Spain for $700. You can get to Paris for $750.
You're talking round trip?
Round trip prices, yeah.
Yeah. And if you looked at what we were paying for the summer, my wife and I went to Italy over the summer, and I was shocked at what it was. It was, let's just say, significantly more than what you're showing for the fall travel.
Right, and that's one of the great things about the site is that you can do this comparison shopping really easily. It might be expensive to get to Rome, but you can fly to Milan for $500 less.
Yeah, so, well, yeah, and then you can look at these city pairs, and if you're flexible, it's so much easier. If you don't have to leave on this date, you don't have to come on that date.
Flexibility is the key. So the more flexibility you have in your dates, destinations, the more you can save. Even the day of the week you buy your ticket makes a difference, and we can tell you what's best for the trip you're planning.
Right, and you're even saying book winter beach vacations now. If you want to go to the heat, go to the...
Exactly. Those prices rise as the temperatures drop, particularly around the rest of the country. So as the temperatures go down, your prices will go up. Look at those early. You want to book 3 or 4 weeks in advance typically.
Yeah. So what you see, I mean, now the airlines are so tight on capacity. Every plane I've been on the last 2 years has been full. So they only have so much flexibility, but when demand goes down, so do prices.
Yeah, the airlines are getting much better at, you know, driving the price up as the departure time gets close, but you can still actually find bargains. We actually launched an app, a Flight Tonight, where you can see where you can travel tonight for cheap.
Yeah.
And you can often find, you know, really good deals on that.
Great information. We've got a link to hopper.com on our website, myfoxdfw.com. Very easy to use and very intuitive. We've got